Anakin and Padme by Nicholas Leonard. Read by Hamish Gardner. How far across the stars is love okay? It's as if death's the sleep where beauty's paused. Ophelia was floating on the pond, the way Padme inside her coffin lay. Her dress is blue, and hair as chocolate's dark. Her Annie squirms somewhere across the stars. The body that she loved, the body that she rolled inside the grass with on Naboo, is operated on by apparatus, different from the happy droid they knew. The happy droid who was a wedding gift, who shimmied when they took their wedding kiss. She isn't there to cool the crusting welts. She isn't there to marry hand and cheek. She isn't there to blow on every welt. Instead, machines repair his mangled knees. No kissing lover plummets brow to brow. The prison of his face is lowered down. The drumming in the song Helena matches how our heartbeats at a seance sound. Like she from a music box vacates her casket. It's not marked how she ballets around, because the grieving shut their eyes to pray. Nobody sees her strutting by their face. Padme ballets throughout the surgery, so newly dead, her balance isn't whole. Where once was grace is stumbling parade, awkward momentum, first steps of a doe. Her phantom wins between the medic droids and dances while torches weld his joints. Between her swooping laps she drops her face to see the shell they put her husband in. She cringes 'cause she can't remove his mask and can't remove him from obsidian. And then she goes into her loop again, heartsick about the contents of that shell. And so Padme's an angel finally, which Annie asked her if she was at first, and now she drowns into the sea of hyperspace. As Vader squeezes every medic droid, he screams. The echo pushes her away, his angel in the tunnels of hyperspace. Oh, but she wasn't always dead. On a desert planet near Naboo. You're a funny little boy, she said. Daydream of angels from Lego moons, daydream of flying far away someday, daydream of younglings sleeping, not to wake. His question was so bluntly innocent, and cued the Force's strings to tune themselves. Oh, how the crowd applauded Anakin, Padme exulted happily as well. A lap of friendship finished in the sun. She smiled up at him as Qui-Gon held him up. Oh, what humility she gave the boy, because his body never felt the cold. Padme enveloped Annie in a quilt and tucked him in, a duty queens are not entailed to do unto their new subjects. Oh, but she saw him shiver, and did it none the less. 10 years elapsed before they met again. The grass had gotten greener on Naboo. Who was her friend became a guardian. And under all his newfound arrogance, a pair's airborne transit onto her fork, Padme's reminded of the boy she knew. Resembling mirages on Naboo, their laughter braked their rolling in the hills. They sensed the mist the waterfall effused. They sat, debating governmental roles, where Anakin revels in Padme's concern upon him saying, well, if it works. A statement Anakin somewhat believed. Of course the gender's civics wouldn't match. Oh, but that's not a cause to disalign. It's not a cause to panic from the grass. Padme remained and read his face instead, with beautiful concern opposite his smirk. Lamenting sand, his finger stroked her back, affection stranded in between their eyes, rescued between their life-preserver lips. Oh, but Padme disrupts the kiss with shame as quick as coming out of hyperspace, and Anakin just let their lips unlatch. Anakin appeared so near collapse. Of course she was within his very soul, within the passion fireplaces cast. How torturous illicit fervour grows. Padme's willpower would have persevered if not for what she felt about him. She had to breathe her breath away from him and curl her shoulder back and drop her face. The lighting crimson like a sabre is, her chestnut hair restricted in a braid, the colour black is dominating on the human form, the form for which he longed. How can we let a dogma stop our kiss and put our politics before our hearts, ignoring everything our hearts insist and let relationships be ripped apart? Too loyal to political beliefs, you tarnish love and marry misery. So Anakin's confession didn't oust Padme's responsible character traits, as passion ousted Anakin's so hard. He let his passion persevere instead, prepared to sacrifice knighthood for love, with little inkling it would wreck the world. Already prone to fascism daydreams, a foreign race kidnapped and killed his mum. So quick he was to turn his sabre on. And then he only has Padme to tell. Oh, what depravity our flesh is sponge. She saw his hate and knew it's something else. What danger 19-year-old men display upon becoming disenfranchised. Oh, but Padme comforted Anakin and rubbed his neck and let him cry. What people suffer, women solve with love. He suffered. She bestowed him something soft. A death is not a death if love's dispensed, and thus Padme's premature final words. I think our lives are about to be destroyed anyway. I truly, deeply love you. She wasn't wearing black anymore. And then there rolled into the arena where strange mosquito-style creatures cheered the thing she breathlessly confessed he awed, and shiny were her eyes with tears. Convinced they were about to die, they kiss, which Obi-Wan pretended not to see. Two parties wanted Anakin too much, and neither one considered what he wanted. DC as fraudulent as Coruscant is, the Jedi didn't pay him mind enough. The Chancellor encouraged his insecurities. A pregnant wife within the shadows stalked. As oysters over time create their pearls, Padme was pregnant with a boy and girl. How quietly she told him what their love achieved, as love's designed to often make. It's like his fingers did an ultrasound while tracing lightly down her cheek. Oh, but began his nightmares, wicked dreams in which Padme is dying during birth. Perhaps it's what his powers were for, to save Padme from death, prolong her life, and have a family to provide for, the chief desire of almost every man. And finally, one side achieved its cause. He's radicalized. His features flickered in the spasm of the lightning strikes before he severed Windu's hand below the wrist. Her husband cut a Jedi's right hand off, and Palpatine obtained his hideousness. He led an army up the temple steps, How many younglings had their chests unzipped, the wounds immediately cauterized by blue luminescence that thunder finds. Little bodies in the library, siblings in Padme's stomach asleep. Kenobi stood above the holograms, transparent, twisted turquoise scenes, so slowly Palpatine applied his hood. Anakin upon his knees, elastic evil storing energy before a generational massacre. Was that because romance was not secure? Because Padme appeared upon the verge of death inside his dreams? Or because the council never granted him a seat? Neither changes what he did. Evil's evil. Anakin effortlessly weaseled in between a dozen other Jedi Knights, lightsaber spinning on his wrist. His body twists and waist rotates, his saber up a Jedi's bosom hissed. Was every murder truly done for love? Poor puppet boy. Politics and love touched. She ran into his arms on Mustafar. Oh, but she didn't know him anymore. Love's finished making chase across the stars. At first it lifts her chin, and then her feet. He opened up his hand and closed her throat. How shocked she was, betrayal in brown eyes, before Kenobi shed his cloak. Hear sulphuric gases hiss, hear them taken by the smoky wind. See her cringing eyes and droopy frown. Remember fireplaces on Naboo. The air on Mustafar is crimson too. Her body levitates. Her body drops down. Pompeii possesses bodies like her own, serene and captured in the midst of life. Involuntary, beautiful things are turned to stone. She lays unconscious while old friends fight. But still her beigeness hadn't captured ashes yet. Vesuvius vapors read their vespers. How damned the snow-white sleep she fit inside as Anakin deflected Obi-Wan's attempts until he flipped towards the volcanic shore, forelimbs and legs expertly diced, into an angry torso at the bottom of the hill. Kenobi breaks his heart on red and yellow eyes. They were the couple space freezes without. The glacial coloured roots in hyperspace. Perhaps a reason why our ice caps melt is 'cause we lost our equilibrium. The genders don't agree and think that's cause to never love the other one again. Today, the men go mad too early on, and politics have tricked some girls to place their maternal instincts in foreign stocks. The diplomat and warrior unlace. You are the chosen one the Democrats and Republicans want so bad to groom. Imagine if Padme and Anakin refused their dogmas, fought for neither side, and left to raise their family instead. For kids will save the galaxy. And didn't Luke and Leia save it after all? A son removes his father's mask at last. You have your mother's eyes.